You already know Easy in the building. I want to thank my Heavenly Father, archangels, regular angels, ancestors, extended ancestors, all light beings, all divine beings, all high vibration beings, all dimensions, portals, multiverses, etc., etc. You know, all timelines, past, future, present, all at once. Like, I'm really amazed at how lost we are as a species. Supposedly, or not supposedly, is the most favored out of all creations ever made. But yet, we the most ungrateful, unloyal, truly confused and lost. Also understand that this simulation, this illusion, this planet, and the things that we know or it has been spoke of, even if you don't know, you know of it. But yet, very few of us actually search it out. Um, really embarrassed by, the things that I knew, but not wanting to, tear something down for, you know, a couple of individuals, because there's always the exception. And what's crazy about it, the ones that trying to live the right way, in harmony, with respect, with integrity, with true compassion and love, gets the short end of the stick most of the time. We don't just bear the attacks for being ourselves, not, you know, joining the crowd or being tainted by other individuals that was tainted by this illusion, construct, matrix, life, however you want to put it in, what category you're in. It's crazy. Real crazy. Where this person as they care for themselves. It, that's what I want to say. But in this reality, we tend to neglect ourselves and love other things, other priorities over us. When if we ain't right, we really can't help. We can help, not that we can't. But at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, if as you help, you get no help when it's time for you to lean on something or need genuine help, like the genuine help that you naturally give. And the reason why I'm making this is because, you know, it's a lot that I know that's been done by individuals that's close to me, was close to me, or somehow is in my community, and through different situations and circumstances, I was put in these people's lives for however long that may be, for the day, for months, for years, you know, it is what it is. But to have individuals that actually went as far as wanting you dead, went as far as using your name to destroy your credit, to capitalize and live off of an individual that y'all don't even care about or never cared about. The only thing y'all cared about was what you could get out the door. And this goes for all levels, spiritual, 3D. It's a bunch of 3D. But yet, anything is taken from y'all. Y'all be deep in the heart when y'all was in whatever situation that y'all need that y'all were deep in the heart and look like you never was showing it. Understand as you know what you were going through. But yet, you'll turn around and want to put another individual, and it could be any individual, it could be your family member, kid, friend, lover, husband, wife, you know, it could be anybody, because, you know, that motherfucker is all about sex. You got individuals that so much about sex, they get pregnant, but then have abortion as a ritual, a sacrifice to gain benefits. You have individuals that actually sex up poison or kill a family member for finances, for whatever gift they have, if they have any gifts, a lot of times before they make. I don't understand their humanity, what, you know, got so lost, got so mixed up. Even when we have people in all ages that know the truth, that's been putting the truth out there, that's been living, you know, the divine life and prosper. It's, it's kind of hard, you know. You got people that claim that they love you, that your kids, you know, try to take out your kids to hurt you because they just want to hurt you. They see that, you know, you still got that gleam in your eye. You still got that sparkle of joy, that sparkle of hope, that sparkle of I ain't gonna give up. I know more than likely what I'm experiencing Just give me scenarios, and if you are in these situations, that type of situation, you already know what it is, because I'm telling you what it is. If that same individual, you just with a person or stop and talk to a person, you didn't even know your significant other was even around. 2, 3 weeks later, all of a sudden, the argument stopped out of nowhere, and they throwing up an individual that they so-called seen you with. They can't call a name. They can't say, call a date. They can't say what the person had on. They can't say where you was at. But yet they going hard. And the only thing they had to do was, if they did see whatever they so-called see and felt whatever they so-called felt, only thing they had to do was walk up and see how that played out. If it wasn't introduced as who you're supposed to be introduced by, as you already know the situation. If you go to make a move to kiss or hug or touch your significant other in front of this individual, and they like shrug it off, back up, act like you doing something wrong, you know what's up, and you should. And I'm gonna say this for me, but hopefully y'all be smart enough to use it. If a person constantly accusing you or super jealous for whatever reason, they're not a good person for you. They ain't a true person for you. Because if you was acting the way they was acting, you wouldn't be around. You'd be got rid of a real quick, fast, and a hurry. And if you don't get, you know, cut off, they there to acquire whatever you got. So as long as that they can do it, as long as you keep on entertaining, arguing with them, going through the back and forth, making back up, and having it done to you over and over and over and over and over and over again. I'm here to tell you, if you in that type of situation, that person don't respect you because they feel you don't respect yourself. You don't love yourself because you're allowing them to do shit to you that they know get your blood boiling, get you up under your skin, get you in your feelings. And these same individuals know that these feelings, especially in, a moment of rage or a moment of passion, if you're not thinking, you ain't on top, on top of your emotions, a lot of shit could go wrong. They be putting their lives on the line. Some of them knowing, some of them not knowing. Some do it because they feel they know how much you care for them, that it won't go that far. Not knowing that because you care so much, it can actually go that far. Not saying you planned on it, but who likes to be hurt? Who likes to be used? Who likes to be played with? If anything, be real with the person. Yo, I like your dick. I like how you look. I want to see if you can fuck. I got a man. What you call it? What's good? And give that other individual a chance to say okay or not. And then he'll know or she will know how to play themselves when certain situations pop up. Right? And being truthful, he or she, even though they're claiming that they have a man or, a girl, they need to let that individual know that they see in other people for the simple fact that that person know the situation. Because if you don't know and it come out, you don't know how that person is going to handle that, how they going to deal with that. Nobody likes to be blindsided. If you ever been in a so-called serious relationship and been cheated on and found out or caught it or walked into it, you know how your feelings could spin you. Some people, break down. Other people get violent. Some people go crazy. All because of somebody else being selfish and playing. Whoever be playing these games, the man or female, in whatever relationship, y'all know exactly what y'all doing. And it's real fucked up for the simple fact you know what the person has said to you, how they feel about you, what type of, plans that y'all so called made together when you was just playing a part. You was just bullshitting. You was just having fun, if that's what you want to call it. But yet, even though y'all the cheaters, y'all doing whatever y'all doing, making with the other person that believes that you're in a serious relationship or, or in fucks around and dips out on you or start understanding the energy that you give and says, fuck it, if you go, if I'm a cheater, I might as well cheat. You ain't going nowhere. You're doing a lot of beefing, putting me through a lot of shit. I'm, walking on eggshells, worrying about if our relationship is going to be together, it would be right or not. Fuck it. And it's not like he or she might plan it. It might just present itself. And as it presents itself, depending on that individual and the individuals that popped up, it's it's liable to go down for the simple fact that the other individual feelings ain't being reciprocated, it ain't being met, it ain't being, how you say, respected. And then y'all have a heart attack if y'all ever find out you ready to kill. You calling cops, you go doing all types of crazy shit, playing with him with the kids, using the kids against him or her. It's real sad. Real, you can't even call a kid like, the kids don't even do that. Kids don't, they don't even think like that. Even if they are bad kids, they ain't planning to hurt the next person. You know? So you try to ruin me. One one is trying to, what you call it, get at me with my kids, with my daughters, because I don't want to be with her because of who she was, even though she had a good fucking mass to the, to community, even to me, because I didn't see that until I seen that. But yet, all these motherfuckers that know this individual but never dealt with this individual, you know, lived with the individual, slept with the individual, made a family with the individual, is going to tell you what happened in your relationship, going to come at you about shit in your relationship that they don't know nothing about. But yet they adamant, yet they know, yet they are also verify shit that they don't know. And then if it don't go down how they all feel that it's supposed to go down, which is crazy, because a lot of times a lot of innocent people lose their lives, go crazy, get strung out, all because of a fucking mind game, all because of a manipulation, a wicked manipulation of whoever ideology. We need to stop attacking people for other people because of what these individuals say about this individual, when if you really want to know, you're really curious, you're really concerned, you go and speak to the individual. Like, yo, can I talk to you for a second? And if you go, I know you might not know me, or we do know of each other, but can I ask you something? It might go good, it might not go good, because like I said, you come into questioning somebody about their business that really don't concern you. All right, so you are taking a chance as far as that. But also, if it was happening to you, and even if it ain't a lie, it's a real situation that you and your mate is going through, and whatever she said or whatever he said is true. Do that give the right to anybody else to come to you and so called fix that situation? Number one, they only heard one side. Now, you come at the individual because it's what somebody else said and end up losing your life. Now, if you have kids, your kids is fatherless or motherless. You know, your mother is what you call sonless or daughterless. Your father, same thing. Brothers and sisters, everybody's affected. Your friends are affected if they true friends, because nobody likes to lose anybody. When anybody dies, even though we supposed to rejoice, for the simple fact, they go into their next, whatever next stage that they go into. They don't have to, go through this crazy illusion the way a lot of us go through, not knowing. Mm. You sold my information on the black web. You brought houses that you bought with my name on my credit. You brought cars in my name on my credit. Y'all got businesses open in my name and my what you call on my credit. Y'all out here stunting like y'all balling and did nothing for it. And at the end of the day, trying to set me up to take the fall for it. And then out here bragging about, oh, how much that individual, he loved me, how much she loved me. I'm gonna marry them after I already stole what I stole, but I'm gonna marry them and steal the rest. I'm married on paper to a couple of individuals that also have insurance policies. All of them insurance policies. So basically, I have to be dead in order to be able to collect that. Right? So if I'm still alive running around and whoever they got these policies with, they got a dead, we somehow find out that I'm still living, which they have. What you think is gonna happen? By going to jail, the person that you got that works in the bank, going to jail. The doctors that you got doctoring up papers about me having STDs and all that, going to jail, losing jobs, destroying people's lives, destroying their lives, thinking shit was cute, trying to destroy somebody else's life. And if you could do it for me, how many other people did y'all get away with this with? You can't say I'm the first, because this is too. This is an organization that's too well connected. This is not just a bunch of friends that you call helping out a friend. This is an organization. And just know, if anything happens to me, if y'all did it or not, they coming to y'all. All y'all. All y'all be in jail for death. I could die right now, overdose right now, get high in motherfucker and kill myself. All y'all going to jail. Even though y'all think y'all will be happy that I'll be dead because, you know, they won't be or shouldn't be able to get, you know, in trouble for what y'all already done. But even if I do, it's too late because they already know that I'm alive and doing what I'm doing. Now, if I die, it's automatically a murder. It's automatically a conspiracy. And conspiracy holds more weight than the person that killed me. And you know they're going to be getting 25 to life. So imagine what the people that this was involved, that knew, that didn't speak up. What you think is going to happen to y'all? You're not going to get 25 to life. You're going to get straight life consecutive. That person might get out. They might see parole and get out. Y'all won't. But y'all didn't live the lifestyle that that individual is living on for you. You might have got a couple of dollars out of it. If y'all don't get what they was getting. If they was able to give you whatever they was giving you out, that's because they were doing more. So, so they were able to give you. And then also at the same time, they were borrowing money from other motherfuckers. Y'all were donating money for 20% to these individuals. They had candy magic and looking for all types of issues and looking for reasons and job fairs and a whole lot of funny stuff. For what? For money, for fun, for status, yeah, got the money, had the fun, got the status, like you know, even the government is sick when it goes to those things. You'll never be able to get another job on the book doing what I was doing. And that's just job. We're not even talking about your legacy, your bloodline, 20 years, 40 years down the line. That's going to be suffering for yourself because right now, everybody turning to everybody, oh, my kids, for my kids, and what you call, oh, my mom, oh, what you call, you know, I got this and that, what you call, I wasn't thinking about that when I was doing what I was doing. I wasn't thinking about that when I was coming after my bloodline, the way y'all was coming after my bloodline. I was trying to extinguish it, but now all of a sudden you're worried about yours. You the one that did it to them. If you trying to kill me and mine, you actually killed yourself in yours. And I'm supposed to be sympathetic. I'm real sad for y'all. I'm real, I'm sympathetic. I hurt for y'all because I know how stupid that was. It was on your head forever. Everybody in your memory before you and after you is going to know you for that. It's going to despise you for that. And I pray somewhere in the future, God will allow somebody to come and break those curses in your bloodline. That's the only thing I can give you. That's the only thing I can pray for y'all. That when God is ready, He'll give you a savior in your bloodline. This is crazy. That was the savior of your bloodline. If you ever did what that was supposed to do, and your own knew what that was. I knew what that was before I knew what I was. That was raised this shit. I stumbled upon it at 49. And explain this to me. I want to run to me. I want to please to me. Tell me the misunderstanding. Oh, this person took me. Oh, it's because that person did this, that person did that. So you ain't gonna say that I got paid, that you accepted money. You ain't gonna say that that means that the person that came with the story is lying to you, especially if you're me or me of you. Because you see, I wasn't nothing. I never said nothing that that person told me. When it's all about arguing, I'm not allowed to argue. As much as y'all motherfuckers be out in the street arguing, half of y'all motherfuckers be beating your girls out in the street. Half of your girls be beating your man out in the street. Half of your females, more than half of your females, just constantly disrespecting the nigga that you so called out. Or vice versa. How weak is that? How weak are y'all? How petty are y'all? And yet, y'all the shit. At least that's what y'all want to put out there. Or the final product. You the shit. You are the shit. You can come out of somebody else that shit, that diarrhea, that red water you shit. That shit that you like, you don't even want to look at it. That shit. You know? I'm not personally, I like to talk nasty to people or, put down people. Because I really ain't trying to put that down, but I'm trying to, I'm not even going to take people for it. I'm trying to just think I don't understand it, but it's really good shit. I'm not saying it's all really good shit, but I'm not saying it's Just know that y'all did a lot. And thank God that you're able to still be breathing and start changing what needs to be changed about you instead of pointing the finger at somebody else that really don't have nothing wrong with them. The only thing I have wrong or they have wrong with them is y'all doing everything in your power to be God in their life, to control their life, or to actually end it with nothing but thievery behind it. Ren, I told you before, you know, I brung you this way when you was in your situation. That my twin's mother was gonna have a problem, that she was gonna come to you, which you already knew that because y'all know each other, but But you never told me when I pointed her out to you. So that automatically put you in cahoots with that. You was actually sent. You was actually paid. You knew who I was before I knew who you was. It's crazy. Just like my twin's mother. Everything you say that you wasn't or that your sister was actually you. My twin's mother. Everything she said that she wouldn't do or she don't understand how this person do that. Oh, I would never, what you call, take the kids away from the. I would never. But yet, I lived one floor above you. Had our girls every day from the time that they came from the hospital all the way into 4.5 by myself all day, every day. Not using your wig, not getting pampers from you, not getting baby food from you. Everything that was what you call that got fed to them while they was with me came from my pocket, came from my household. It didn't come from your household. I have never even been in any of your cabinets, even when I was living in your house or sleeping in your bed, because I didn't have nothing in. That's another reason why you was mad, because my stuff was up here. And how could you be mad about that when you wasn't stable? If I was living with you and had all my stuff there, and you decided to be funny, like many times you have, I've been having to pick my shit up, right? I'd have been having to struggle to bring my shit, even though I live on floor, up. But imagine if I didn't, and I would just live in one floor up, right? So, like I said, play a lot of games. Um, then what was the first thing you did after the kids was born? I'm gonna leave it like that. But you full of shit, and everybody know it now. And to tell you the truth, they always knew it. I don't know why they were scared of you, because you're nobody. Like, like I'm not, I don't understand. Like I said, I don't understand. But yet, everybody, the mask that you had on, oh, she's so sweet, she's so that, she's so this. But if you're so sweet, how are y'all scared of her? If she was so sweet, how are y'all scared of her? That, that's a contradiction. You don't be scared of a sweet person, right? A nice person. How can a nice person be a bully? You know? My twin's mother, when she moved in my building, she didn't speak to nobody. Soon as she knew that she fucked up and I wasn't coming back to her, now she knows the whole building tried to turn the whole building against her. She did with a couple of people, but she couldn't do it with all. Then she started venturing out. She started to go throughout the projects because she's born and raised in Patterson. She got family in Marhaven. She actually lived in Marhaven in Building 8 before she so-called moved here in my building, which is crazy. I used to be in Building 8 a lot, know a lot of people in there. Never seen her a day in my life, but yet she was there. Mm. When she moved here, nobody knew her, which I found strange because you live in the hood, right? Come to find out, she got a big family. Know the whole family. A lot of them live throughout Patterson. I used to be in Patterson. Got family in Patterson. Been all through Patterson. And the community could vouch for it. Not one time have I ever seen her. Never. First time I ever seen this when I came home from jail. The day I seen her, I was like, oh, who that? My man said he didn't know. I said, watch me get that. 3 days later, she moved in the building. 3 days later after that, she was mine. Come come to find out, she was bred to try to take me down. That was a destined relationship that could have went far, been prosperous, but they wanted my gifts. They wanted my legacy. They wanted my inheritance. And I separated from her. She wasn't able to do that. So what did she do? Try to use the kids. But she's still trying to use the kids, and my kids is way of age. I find it funny how the courts, child support court, calls it her money when it's supposed to be my daughter's money. I'm gonna tell everybody like I told her, you ain't getting shit. If it ain't going to my daughters, straight to my daughters. Which, if they want to give you whatever out of that to you, which I doubt they will, because I know who you are, and I know the hell that you put them through because they was mine. Because you really didn't want the kids. You wanted the money that you could get for having the kids to help sustain you living the lifestyle that you lived. That's why all your kids was getting some type of cuckoo check. I know mines ain't cuckoo. I know mines ain't slow. Mine is the only one out of your bloodline that actually went through college, got this, and you got 3 others before mine, and none of them did. You didn't. But yet you had them going to whatever place, because you can't tell me it was doctor's visits. This is every week, every 3 days, you at this place for the kids to document whatever you needed to get documented so you was able to get that money. let alone what you was getting from HRA. Not saying that you didn't work, but you wasn't working when you was pregnant. Not for one day. You wasn't a month still working. You wasn't 2 months still working. You wasn't working at all. When you went back to work, it's after you had them. And I had them for the 4.5 years where you was able to continue to do your career. But yet I didn't do my part, right? I didn't help you with our kids. But I was supposed to bow down to you and kiss your ass to be with mine. I would never do that, as you can see, as you know. Yes, and I'm sorry to say this to my daughters. I had to sacrifice y'all. I had to sacrifice y'all to stay away from your mother. Your mother wasn't going to be no good for me, and I wasn't going to be no good for her because she was actually getting under my skin for no fucking reason. And when you keep on agitating the person, agitating the person for no fucking reason, and you in love with the individual, so you're being hurt the whole motherfucking time that you trying to be with this motherfucker that you love. But yet this motherfucker that you love or in love with is doing everything in their power to hurt you, make you small, belittle you, treat you like you're a kid, but yet she want to suck and fuck this kid. Make this make sense. And had male friends that was around her every day. So-called sister friends. Oh, my sister boyfriend. But yet your sister lives somewhere else and he's at your house every day, all day. But yet I was cheating on you with Nene. And Nene was never around. Nene was my ex. Broke up way before I even went into jail. Came home to you. You can't even tell me how Nene looked. But yet, that's all that came out of your mouth. Nene, 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 Nene. Your sons don't even know how Nene look. Your daughter, your oldest daughter, don't know how Nene look. None of your family could ever say that they seen me with another female, hugging on another female, kissing on another female while we was together. Even after we was together, they can't say that. They can say that 9 years later. So you have more than enough time to fix what you needed to fix. Because I wasn't coming to kiss your ass at all. For what? You don't want me? I don't want you. What I did want was my kids. But I wasn't going to give you the validation of me going to court, filing papers, and having to what you call go back and forth with you in motherfucking court to see mine when I didn't lay down with the judge. My dick didn't go in the judge's ass and pussy in the mouth to make these kids. The kids that you asked for. Am I lying? Gave you what you wanted, and then you gave me hell or tried to give me hell. But now you truly gonna live in hell, in the 3D and the afterlife. And everybody that you brung into it, and not just you, also my mother, and everybody she brung into it, and all the family members that knew that had a part into it. Everybody's getting theirs. And ask me, do I care? Why should I? Do I love y'all? Yeah, I still love y'all. It's not a problem. I also forgive y'all. It's not a problem. There's no hate here at all. But at the same time, I know what's coming for y'all. And just like I had to handle it by myself, no help, no compassion, no understanding, y'all gonna have to go through it too. And I laugh in your face if you come talking about, can you help me? We got kids together. We we supposed to be what you call husband and wife. We soulmates. We twin flames. And I'm not just talking about you. I'm talking to the others too. All the ones that was funny and fucked up, or thought that I was nothing, that I would never be nothing, that you had better options. Stick to those better options. And I wish y'all the best. I even got friends to try to try to get me to sleep with them. So y'all could feed off of my energy through them, which is crazy because those individuals condoned it, willingly, not knowing that while they was sucking from me, draining me, they was also draining y'all. I want y'all to hold that one because it's still happening. And what y'all wanted from me will happen to y'all.